Would you date a bus driver? You. Would you date
If
a
he
bus
owns
driver?
the bus, if he owns
No.
it, if he owns the bus,
See, that's a
Iyanla.
problem. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Okay.
I'm living life on the edge, bitch, I'm all about a check. Money, power, and respect, this shit running through my flesh.
All right, so basically, we got this woman by the name of Eboni K. Williams, and she's like a TV personality. She's an attorney, and also, I think recently, she just got her own like judge show, right? So she's a woman on the left, and she's having this conversation with Miss Vanzant, which is also an attorney. I think she's also had like books and stuff, and she's a woman on the right. So they're having like this conversation, man, about relationships, and there's a viral moment in the conversation about, you know, her talking about dating a bus driver and that kind of stuff, and we're gonna get to that. But there's a lead up to that, and I'm gonna play that. We're going to take a look at that. I'm going to break that down, and then we're going to break down just all the little bits and pieces, man. I kind of just wanted to kind of give you just a little, quick little synopsis, man, of what's going on and who's what and who is who and all that kind of stuff, right? So we're going to get into it, man. Let's go.
So I will not ask you to indict men in this question, but I do want you to speak, Iyanla, to how women need to I don't know, position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our crowns right, how we can create and not build, when some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
I mean, she's just spouting off all this feminist rhetoric nonsense. Basically, she's basically trying to say why she's single. She's saying that she's single. Mind you, this woman is 40 years old because the options are just not there for women like herself that are like high earning women. Now, I think she has like a net worth of like $3 million, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere like 3-4 million, something like that, right? Because she's been on TV. She's made a little bit of money. But she's saying that for women like her, high earning women, they just don't have the options for those same kind of men. The men that they're coming across and that are available to her are broke guys, which is a joke, and guys that are just not making that kind of money. They're not really earning like that, right? And it's all nonsense. And then she tries to say like that women are out earning men now and all this, and that's all been debunked. That's all nonsense. Median income for women in America is $36,000. Median income for men in America is $50,000. There's a significant gap there. Men are out earning women, and it's not even close. So when you hear these nonsensical like feminist talking points about, oh, women are out earning men and men are just not doing anything, it's nonsense. And it's usually from women like this, these educated women that are supposedly making all this money, and then they want to kind of try to shit on men, and they're basically just saying it from a place of anger because they're mad that they can't get the type of men that they want. These high earning men are not looking for 40-year-old women, you know, to be mates and stuff like that. A man that's like 40, 45 years old, he's not looking for no 40-year-old woman to get hooked up with. He's more so looking at a younger version of a woman like this in her 20s, maybe 25, 26, 30, you know, 25, 26-year-old lawyer, 30, young, still doing her thing, but she's still open to having a relationship. She's still kind of carefree. You know, she doesn't carry all that baggage. This woman has a lot of bitterness and a lot of baggage with her. And that's why she's single. Okay. Now we're going to keep playing the rest of the clip, man. We're going to get to the viral moment and I'm going to break that down.
Nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources. And some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver? You. Would you date
If
a
he
bus
owns
driver?
the bus. If he owns
No.
it. If he owns the bus.
See, that's a
Iyanla.
problem. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Okay.
Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus driver.
Did you see the smugness on this woman's face when she answered that question? No, I wouldn't date a bus driver. Yeah, if he owned the bus. The arrogance and smugness of a 40-year-old woman, no kids, no man, no prospects of a man. No prospects of a man. And I'm going to show you how desperate this woman's situation is, because I got one more clip that I'm going to bang out, but we're going to finish breaking this down and I'm going to get to that. But yeah, so the gall of this woman, man, to act like she's above it, above a hard-working man because he's a bus driver. So imagine if a man came on a show and he was like, I don't know, like some high-profile celebrity or some judge or something like that, right? And he was being asked, like, would you date a woman that's a teacher? And he would put his nose in the air and was like, I'm not dating no teacher. Like, imagine the backlash that he would get. Imagine the headlines that he would make. And that's the smugness, man, and the arrogance of these women, man, in America, these modern women. They're so delusional. Even when they don't have options, they still just can't fathom just dating a man that's basically on their level. Like, the men that she wants, they don't want her. She's an older woman. They don't want her. They want a younger version of her, like I said. So you got to get into reality. These are your options. These are more your realistic options. These are more the men that you most likely will be able to get with, have a family with, and be able to build something with. And you're just like, no, whatever. I need a CEO. I need a guy that's actually owning the bus company, not just driving a bus. It's just the disdain for the working man in America, the blue collar working man, hard working man. These are the men that make society what it is, that allow these women to have a home to live in. These are the builders. These are the men that actually are keeping the streets and stuff safe, like your policemen, your firefighters, these guys. And these women will try to shit on these type of dudes, man. It's just amazing to me. And it's just like what Miss Vanzant said. The worth of a man is his character. If that man loved what he was doing, got up and went to work every day, came home to you, loved you, showed you that he was in it with you to the end, and you just gonna shun that man off, shoo him away like he's a nobody because you got some little job on TV or you're an attorney or something like that. Like, it's just amazing to me, man, where we are in America, because it did not always used to be like that. At one point in time, hard-working blue-collar men were the men. They were the ones that all the women wanted to be with. You did not have this disdain for these kind of men. You know, those type of men, man, they would go into bars and stuff like that, and they would get respect. Oh, yeah, you get a drink on me. Bartender, give him a drink. Guy just came in from a hard day of work. Man, buy that, get that man a drink. Drinks on the house. Now there's like a healthy disdain from women. Modern women in America, they just got these regular jobs, man. She's an attorney, but you got regular women that got disdain for these kind of men. Your average hardworking men. Now I'm going to show you how ridiculous it is. I'm going to show you how even more ridiculous this is, man. Man, all right, man, let's play the clip. This is the same woman now.
You also recently announced something really exciting, that you are going to start the fertility process and pursue single motherhood. Now, I feel like you've spoken about this before, so I know it's something you wanted to do.
I have to credit all of you ladies at this table, because one of the first times I was on as a guest host, remember, Sunny, one of the hot topics we talked about was the anonymous nature of sperm donors. And so I got an education on that right here live on TV with Hot Topics at The View. Turns out I now have a known donor. I went through California Cryobank. Fantastic experience. And at 18, my future child, God willing, will be able to know the name, identity, and last known location of their father. So I will not ask.
So this woman that showed you the smugness of being asked would she date a bus driver. She's in such a dire dating situation that she has to go to a sperm bank to get pregnant. Can't form no relationship with no man. A healthy relationship with a man. She can't do that. 40 years old. Her only option now is to go to a sperm bank and get impregnated by some anonymous man and take on being a single mother. This woman is seeking out single motherhood. This is supposed to be the educated women that our young women are supposed to be looking up to. And I told somebody else, people were talking about, oh man, you know, like these Kim Kardashian women, man, they're the problem or whatever. Nah. All these women think like this. It don't matter if they're some little bimbo walking around on OnlyFans, some little thought, or they're a lawyer. This woman's a lawyer. She got the same mindset. Same goofy, ridiculous mindset. I'm going to be a single mother. Forget trying to pair with a man. I'm just going to be a single mother. I'm just going to get impregnated by some random sperm. This is where we at, y'all, in America. This is where we are. Lord have mercy. This is where we are in America. And then she's talking about, and then she's going to put her child in that, her future child, possibly if she ends up having one, in the situation where that child is going to have to try to go and find who their father is. Talking about, oh, all the information, I know the location where he lives or something like. You're starting your child off knowingly being a single mother where they're going to have to go and try to find out who their father is and find out that their father was just some sperm that was donated. It wasn't even a man that you laid down with to conceive your child, just some random sperm from a cup. I'm going to let y'all marinate on that, man. I'm gone.
You cannot change a pimp. Too many hoes that overdosed off of this game, I spit.